A very good morning, children. Hope you all are doing well. Children, today we are going to learn about a very famous poem by Rudyard Kipling, The Secret of the Machines. Rudyard Kipling was a Nobel Prize winner at 42. He was born on 30th December 1865 in Mumbai. He was educated in England but returned to India in 1882. He was also awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1907. Among the host of works that he had written, the most popular or known work of Rudyard Kipling is The Jungle Book. Rudyard Kipling was fascinated by the advancements that were being made in science and technology in the mid 1990s. And that is what the poem, The Secret of the Machines, looks back to the poem's rejoicing modern technology, which had actually preoccupied Kipling during the mid 1990s. This poem by Rudyard Kipling is about the status of machines in the age of the industrial progress. Though the poem had been written at the beginning of the 20th century about industrialization, it actually highlights the utility of man made inventions which have never been questioned in that period. Along with the advantages that Rudyard Kipling is trying to convey about the machines, that of course there are benefits of science and technology, but at the same time there are ill effects of it too. He wanted to make known both the facets, both the aspects, that is, the advantages and disadvantages of machines. And not only in the age of industrialization, but even if we consider the situation today, the importance that it holds even today in our lives is quite high than at its initial stages. But though machines has facilitated every work for humans, it has its disadvantages as well. And that is what is being highlighted in this poem by Rudyard Kipling. Man gave importance to industrialization. Man has become so much dependent on machines. Why? Because machines had made things easier. It facilitates the work of the human beings. But the most important fact that every time we forget is that machines can be extremely dangerous. And this is what the poem brings out, the greatness of modern technology, but at the same time highlighting the fact that there can be fatal disasters too. too much dependence on the machines is also not good. So in this poem, Rudyard Kipling has given a voice to the machines itself. The machines have been personified, they have been given the human, attributes, and they are asserting their opinion by themselves. They are explaining the situation from their point of view. So that is what we are going to deal with it. So as I told you, that the poem deals with the problem of the creation and use of machines and technology. And of course, the machines speak about themselves to human beings. So it is divided into 3 parts. The very first part deals with the evolution of machines and the privileges that it gives to the mankind. The second part deals with all the extraordinary work that the machines are capable of performing. And the third part emphasizes about the dangers humans are exposed to as a result of excessive use of the machinery. Though the machines are powerful, very much efficient, but at the same time we shouldn't forget that they are the products of the human brain. Machines have made our lives easier, but they cannot replace humans. The poem is divided into 6 stanzas, in which stanza 1, 3, and 5 consist of 8 lines, and stanza 2, 4, and 6 consists of 4 lines each. The original poem has more stanzas in it, but for your reading, it has been shortened to only 6. And the rhyme scheme that it has been followed in the entire poem is A B A B. Coming to the very first stanza of this poem, we were taken from the orbit and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tuned and gauged to fit. In the very first 4 lines, the machines explain the process of their making. What is the process behind the formation of the very machines? First, of course, the raw material, the ores and the minerals for machines are taken from the ores and mines accordingly. Then they are further melted in the blast furnaces and in the mine. And then the metals which are extracted from them are melted and turned into various designs using the hammer. They are molded, and then these shaped metals are used to make tools. They are cut into different sizes. They are measured fit according to the required weight. This is how the machines are formed. Then the very next 4 lines of the stanza, of the first stanza, says, Some water, coal, and oil is all we ask, and a thousandth of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 4 and 20 hours a day. So, over here, the machines state the fact that, of course, they require very little input so that they are able to provide continuous daily service to humans for 24 hours, 24 into 7. And their only requirement is water, coal, and oil. They only need to be fed with water, coal, and oil. And once when these machines are fed with these fuel, they start quickly and they perform their task. Of course, when they are fed with fuel, they'll perform no matter what they are instructed. Unless they are given a task, they'll not perform it. So the machines serve us for 24 hours a day, as they can never get tired. They keep running as long as they are fed with water, coal, and oil. Coming to the second stanza, we can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave in heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. Now, in this stanza, it highlights all the manual jobs which the machines perform. They can serve human beings, all 24 hours a day by doing all the possible human activities that has been mastered by the machines. They are capable of performing various tasks. They are, or you can say that they have mastered almost all the common human activities. So of course they say they can do various tasks like pulling, carrying, pushing, lifting, driving, printing, plowing, weaving, heating, lighting, mining, racing, swimming, flying, diving, seeing, hearing, counting, reading, writing. And of course, in every field, if you will see, the machines are constructed in, or they are made, or they are formed in such a manner so that they have actually, replaced human labor itself. They do exactly as, they have been programmed to do so. And of course, we know various machines which can perform all such tasks. Nowadays, of course, all these machines are really common. Like for pulling, we use pulley, elevator. Pushing, there are motor engines. Lifting, for lifting, crane, the machines, which of course run and race. That is car, omnibuses, and all that can print. A typewriter, computer printer, fax machine. For plowing, we have tractor. For reading and writing, we have computer, robots, and cellular phones nowadays. So these are the few machines that are being used for accomplishing the everyday, day to day, you can say, activities that are actually, performed by men. Moving towards the third and the fourth stanza. Now these two stanzas actually highlight the advancement of science and technology in the field of communication and transportation. So the machines state that not only they have mastered the common human activities, but have reduced the long distances between the people as well, through telephones as well as, mobile phones. Nowadays we have video calling, so we are able to communicate with people over really long distances, and of course, through land, water, and air transport. Also, the distances between people have been reduced. So, as the machines say, would you call a friend from half across the world? If you let us have his name in town and state, you shall see and hear your crackling question hurled across the arc of heaven while you wait. So, of course, when the humans wish to contact their friends or relatives living at distant places, all they require is to dial the number and communicate to them. And of course, while they communicate, they also wait for the reply of the other person who is talking from, from the other side. And if they wish to see them, then of course they can start their journey in the very evening, like in the next four lines, as the machines tell. Has he answered? Does he need you at his side? You can start this very evening if you choose and take the Western Ocean in the stride of 70,000 horses and some screws. So, of course, if you are not able to, talk, or even if you are, able to communicate, and if you wish to see your friend, then of course, with, very one step, you can start the journey in the very evening, and with one long step you can cross the Atlantic Ocean, Western Ocean over here, referring to the Atlantic Ocean. And it is with the help of, the powerful engines of the automobiles that are there in the land, as well as, water and air transport, like aeroplanes or passenger ships, which of course help one to cover long distances in few hours or maybe few days. And of course, you'll be there by the side of your friend if you really wish to see them. And nowadays, of course, it is much easier through, video conferencing and the WhatsApp calling. So these are the evolutions, or you can say the advancements, the continuous advancements that the human has been making, from the very uh, initial stages of science and technology till date. The boat express is waiting your command. You will find the Mauritania at the quay till her captain turns the lever neath his hand and the monstrous nine-decked city goes to sea. The boat express is waiting for your command. So over here again, it is highlighting, it is telling the strength of the machines, that of course such uh, vehicles which can, run at high speed have been invented by the human minds, that, they just wait for the instruction. The boat express is waiting just for your instruction. And of course, you will find the Mauritania at the quay. Quay is actually the platform where, the ship, it is built along the shore for loading and unloading, boats and ships, or maybe for the passengers to board and deboard. So similarly, uh, the machines say that of course the Mauritania ship is ready. Mauritania is a high-speed luxury passenger ship that was launched in 1906, and it was the world's biggest passenger ship at that time. So the machines say that even when you feel the need to meet your friend, you will find that the boat express, this passenger ship, is all ready at the platform. You just need to go board the ship. And of course, in very few minutes, the captain of the ship would pull the lever beneath his hand, and then the monstrous nine-decked city, referring to the Mauritania, the biggest passenger ship at that time, highlighting its enormity, right? That how huge it was. So of course, when the captain would pull, the lever beneath his hand, of course, this huge ship would start its journey towards the sea, and in few days, of course, you'll be able to meet your friend. So that is the strength, that is the power of these machines, that it has, shortened, it has reduced the long distances, it has made it possible for everyone to communicate, to, even via traveling, that we are, able to meet our relatives, friends, and so on. But in the very next two stanzas, the machines are stating an absolute fact, an absolute truth about themselves, as well as they are giving humans the warning. In the first four stanzas, it has highlighted, it has, enlisted that, of course, uh, the machines have made, each and every task for the humans easy, right? Or only on the, basis of the very instruction they happen to fulfill our demands or maybe our needs or whatsoever. So if there are advantages of something, if we acquire benefits from science and technology, so at the same time it is also reminding us that it has its, ill effects too. So now, of course, we'll see that what are the disadvantages that the machines are telling from their point of view, as well as uh, what is the warning that it is giving to us, to human beings. But remember, please, the law by which we live. We are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. So, over here, the machines ask us to remember that they are operated according to the laws of physics. Though they are active, they cannot understand the feelings like sympathy, joy, or sorrow of human beings. This is the very harsh truth that they have revealed, that they can neither love nor forgive, and they cannot understand a lie. They cannot detect lie. They are not built to love or hate. They are emotionless, they have no feelings, and they can be dangerous if they are not handled properly. Suppose a motor bus runs over a bunch of children. Will it feel pity, or will it, forgive the driver for the same? Of course not. It is not instructed so. It is emotionless. They cannot emote. So, of course, it is giving us a warning. I mean, the machines are giving us the warning that if they are handled in a careless manner, the results can be fatal, they can be deadly. Therefore, they must be operated with utmost caution. We are greater than the peoples or the kings. Be humble as you crawl beneath our rods. Our touch can alter all created things. We are everything on earth except the gods. So, in these four lines, they are accepting the fact that they are not superior to, you know, mankind. First, of course, they are claiming that they think themselves to be superior to mankind because they can, change anything. But at the same time, they are humbly stating that they can do everything on earth, but they are not the gods. They are not superior to mankind. They are powerful, they are efficient, but of course, they cannot replace humans. So, of course, they are telling us that though they are powerful, though at times they can, think themselves to be superior than the people or the kings, but again, they happen to remind us that when they can be dangerous, but at the same time, it is all the instructions, it is all by mechanics that they work. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. So finally, over here, they humbly state that they are the only, the children of the human brain. They cannot replace human beings. So over here, they refer, they have said heavens, referring to the once calm, clean, and serene atmosphere that was there on Earth, but due to the high emission from the factories, from the automobiles, the heaven has now become polluted. The smoke blown upward by the machines, they had actually, they have hidden the heaven from humans' eye, blurred the view of the night sky, which was full of stars. But they also say that they are hopeful of the days when the bright stars will, shine, or they will twinkle in the bright sky by removing the dark clouds that machines have blown upward. So, of course, it is telling us that they are all powerful, but it is only an illusion. Machines symbolize man's progress, but at the same time, from the very title itself, we come to know that they are imparting the deadly secrets. The secret of the machines, as it has been titled by the poet, that it has, the machines have secret flaws where they don't possess feelings nor they can identify a lie, and any slip in handling it means instant death. So, of course, the machines over here highlights that it is important for man to understand the law that machines are not built to detect any lie. If the machines have the full capacity to function, it is only created by the human beings who are their true gods. With the machines nothing more than children of their brain. So the power, weight, and size is of no use, of course, when it happens to falter. And this is what the machines are conveying, the message that a grown dependence on machines would of course carry the instructions which will be given by us, but at the same time it reminds, it states the fact that if they are handled in a careless manner, then of course the results, the consequences of the same can be deadly. So children, I conclude the session over here. Kindly go through the explanation again, revise it thoroughly, and ask your doubts. Thank you, children.